afternoon. You're listening to News, Views and Interviews here on Radio Cardiff 98.7 FM. I'm Jane Morris, and I'm very honoured to have a couple of award-winning local filmmakers in the studio with me today. Hi, guys.
Hey. Hey.
Right, so I've got Jake Rogers. Hello.
Hello.
And James Heyman.
Yep.
And what's your film company called?
We're Flawless Films.
Flawless Films, okay. And you won the Young Film... Right, okay. You were at the Zoom Young Filmmaker Awards last week.
We were.
And you won Best Film?
Yeah, best film for ages 14 to 25.
Excellent. Wow. So was there a lot of competition for that?
I'm not sure how many people entered, but it was sort of narrowed down to the top three. And
Yeah.
the winner was announced on the night of the festival. So.
Wow.
Well, it was all of Wales could enter, so there's
Yeah.
supposedly thousands of videos entered for everything. So
Yeah.
in our category, there are probably a couple of hundred.
Yeah. Excellent. Wow. So I'll tell you what, tell us about your film. What's it called?
It's called Vengeance. It's basically a short action film. It's done in 3 parts. Only 2 are out at the moment, but it was part 1 that won the award.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just about a guy who's lost his brother and is trying to understand what happened to him, and he's had a phone call and he's gone to find out what he can really.
Yeah, yeah. And you acted the part of the guy as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I was the star of this one.
Yeah, the star. I tell you what, you're a good actor as well. You do a great performance of being drunk.
Lots of practice in uni.
You mentioned uni. You're both at uni at the moment, though.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay, and what are you studying?
We're both doing film and video, but I'm in Newport.
And I'm in Cardiff. I'm in Atrium.
Okay, so is there any sort of competition between the two of you as to who's at the best uni?
No, not really. We work together, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just taking what we can from both courses and bringing them together. It just gives us a wider range
Yeah.
of what we've learned.
Was that the plan, or it just turned out that way?
Just happened, really.
Yeah.
It's just which one our favourites were when we went to the interviews.
Yeah.
I was just too lazy. I wanted to stay at home because it's cheaper.
So how long have you two guys been working together?
Oh, well, we've known each other since we were 6 or 7 in
Yeah.
primary school.
Mm-hmm.
We started making films about 15, I think.
Yeah, it's probably about 5 odd years now.
Yeah, we started doing it as a bit of fun. And
Yeah.
never imagined making a career out of it, and then we sort of realised we were quite good. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I watched your award-winning film this morning. I've seen it twice actually, once with sound and once without. It's much better with sound, I have to say. And listeners, there is a link to the film on the Radio Cardiff Facebook page, and it's well worth having a watch of it. And apparently, the film, it's part 1. And it kind of leaves you sort of open-ended, thinking, well, what happens next?
yeah,
And what does happen next?
Oh, you're going to have to watch to find that one out.
So we have to watch part 2 to find out, to
Yeah.
explain all that happens in part 1.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
part 2 is quite big. There's more people involved, more actors, nicer locations. But part 3, which isn't out yet, is going to be the biggest and best part, hopefully.
Yeah. So one of the locations was your mum's house, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Do you film there quite a bit?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit bored of it now, to be honest. But
Yeah.
it's free and easy.
Yeah, it's just using what we've got, really, because,
Yeah.
we are one of the basically no-budget filmmakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in part of part 1, we filmed it with lighting off just using our phone screen as a light kind
Right.
of thing. So we just kind of use what we can. So if we got location right at our doorstep, then it's easy enough to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Actually, it's very atmospheric, the lighting on it.
Yeah.
You've told me it was off your phone, but I'd have thought it was all, all this high tech, getting this and that right. 'cause
It's thanks to the lovely lens that we use.
Right. So you've got your own film company as well. You're able to make a little bit of money out of making films as well?
Yeah,
Or?
we do a bit of professional work. We do things from wedding videos, music videos, promos, things like that. So
Yeah, it's like we got weddings in the summer. We've got promo for a Botox
company.
coming up, and we're filming a Good Friday concert this Friday.
Oh,
Tomorrow
right.
even.
Yeah.
So with wide range of stuff, we're willing to give anything a go.
We
Yeah.
have been offered this TV job in June, but we're not sure if that's going ahead or not. But that would be exciting.
Yeah,
TV show.
I bet. What's the concert tomorrow night?
It's at St. Willis Cathedral. It's just a Good Friday concert with the choir.
Oh, right, I see. So anyone can pop along to it
Yeah.
though if they want to. Okay, so that's quite varied, the stuff that you're doing then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really want to like hone ourselves into one thing just yet. We kind of want the experience of everything. Then eventually we want to make feature films. But obviously you can't start there, so we're
No.
willing to do anything for now.
Yeah.
So getting into the film and industry proper, that's your ambition, that's your goal,
Yeah,
that's where you're
directing
heading.
big budget Hollywood movies.
Yeah,
That's the dream.
Well, don't forget us here.
We won't.
maybe you could, if you're looking for a location, we're all looking very nice here at Radio Cardiff.
Indeed,
so
yeah.
you can always maybe write us into one of your stories.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. So how do you come up with the ideas for the films?
Just watching other films and just thinking, oh, I really like that effect. I really like what they did with that shot, and then just trying to make a longer video based on that.
Yeah, we tend to find a certain element of a short film on YouTube or a feature film, whatever, and then expand on that, like James said.
Because
Right.
like for Vengeance, we took Man on Fire,
Yeah.
which is a Denzel Washington film.
Right.
There's just this one cool effect that happens, and we're like, oh, we really want to try that. And then we somehow managed to get a whole 6-minute film from that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's different. So you write the stories, the scripts yourselves then?
Yeah, we do everything. We write them, direct them, produce them, edit them, even act in them.
Acting them, yeah. Wow. So are you looking to expand on that? Maybe get a writer on board or anything like that? Or are
Well,
you happy
actually,
as
one of
you
our
are?
recent just YouTube projects and Natural Selection, we had someone else write that for us. So we
Right.
were handed the script and just given freedom to make it, and that was interesting because we'd never done it before, and it worked out quite well.
I would actually say that was probably our best thing in the
Yeah.
end.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite good to have something which you haven't thought of yourself, so you can take what they think it is and what you think it is and take the best parts
Yeah.
and make it from there.
Yeah, I suppose working in collaboration with other people, you tend to come up with something better, even if you've got a great idea and then someone else comes along with something else.
Yeah.
I find we're better at it because we work as a pair, not just on our own in the first place. We're quite good at bringing other people on board and
Yeah,
understanding it all.
yeah. And I guess being you've known each other so long, you know how each other works and thinks.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Is that an advantage or is it sometimes not?
Oh, I'd say it's an advantage. We think the same way when it comes to filmmaking, I'd say. So
Yeah, we picture the same things. Like we both want to be directors and editing as well.
Yeah.
But I'd say Jake's more of the director. And I'd say I'm more of the editor. So we know we're not trying to do the exact same job. So we can leave each other a bit more space with certain things.
yeah.
I suppose as you've both got slightly different interests in what you're doing, it kind of, you're not sort of, it gets the job done as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, you're not sat down doing everything. Because
No.
I know there's quite a few sort of little filmmakers come in here from time to time, and I think editing is the big thing. That
Yeah.
afterwards they don't want to get down to doing it.
No. It definitely does take the pressure off as well. Like if you're not feeling something, just hand it to the other one.
Yeah.
And we can also get like 2 cuts of the same thing and just take whichever one we think works better in the end. So we do have more than one option for that again.
Yeah, and we were working on something last night, and it's like I was doing the special effects while James was doing the edit, so it saves a lot of time.
Yeah. So how do you do special effects? Because there's quite a lot of effects on the film
Yeah,
Vengeance as well.
Adobe After Effects, we both taught ourselves, really, didn't we?
Oh yeah, a lot of it's self-taught from us.
Yeah, it's a lot of hours, just
Yeah.
trial and error, really.
Yeah. So do you get a lot of support from your university courses?
No.
Not so much university, but we both went to the same college before university. We went to Cross Keys,
Yeah.
and our college tutor there, Jeff, he's been amazing for us.
No, he's been a great sport. He came to the festival and watched us win the award as well, so that was
Yeah.
nice.
So I bet he was proud then.
yeah, he
I'd like
seemed
to
it.
think so, yeah.
Yeah. And you've got proud mums as well, I guess. Proud
Yeah,
parents.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yes. Yeah. So actually, going back to these Zoom Young Filmmaker Awards, how does that mean that are they like a stepping stone to the next level? Does that mean that there'll be people out there looking at your film to see what you're doing?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, there was a link to the thing on the BAFTA website, so that's quite nice.
Oh,
But there were quite a lot of industry professionals there at the festival watching the film, so hopefully we might have been noticed by the right person.
Oh, right. Did you chat with any of them and network and all of that kind of thing
No,
that
we
we're
didn't
supposed
actually.
to
No.
do?
It was kind of just there, win the award and then go home.
Yeah, cool. Right. So, what are you working on other films at the moment as well?
Well, it's the whole unnatural selection thing because there was going to be we want 12 parts for that. So we're working on that. We've got a part 2 of our latest video, which was called The Rescue, coming out hopefully this evening.
Yeah.
Right.
But apart from that, we're just trying to earn a bit of money now as well. So the YouTube stuff might slow down a bit, but we just want to keep making them, whatever it is, really.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm guessing your equipment isn't cheap.
No, not really. We edit on a very nice iMac, which cost me a couple of grand. So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we film on DSLRs, Canons, so they're not cheap either.
Right, okay. So, I had a question for you then. It's just jumped out of my brain. I know what it was. Okay, so you've got your own channel on YouTube?
Yeah, it's Flawless Films 0.
yeah, no
Okay.
spaces in that one.
Okay, so that's quite easy to find then,
Yeah,
is it?
just
Yeah, you just...
YouTube Flawless Films, and all of our films will be at the top.
Okay, and you've got quite a lot of films on there?
Yeah,
About 20 videos on there now.
Yeah,
And
something
then
like
we've also got a second channel, which we do like vlogs and behind the scenes of what we're doing.
Oh,
Because
right,
we
yeah.
always, like, when we looked at YouTube channels, we always like the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
We like to see how
yeah.
everything's done. So we thought if we can try and do that ourselves, then other people can see the same as us.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are doing that now, aren't they? And sometimes
Yeah.
they're quite funny or quite interesting.
it's actually that sort of thing that inspired me to be a filmmaker myself, watching the behind the scenes on the Lord of the Rings DVDs.
Oh, right. Okay. So, okay. Oh. Sorry. I don't know. We're having one of those days today. I tell you, it's just chaos here at the studio. Things are coming and going, and my brain's just not working. I'm really. I am so bad. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. Right. I said that I'd think of something to say if we went quiet, and I'm talking absolute gibberish here. So, what do you do if you? No, I tell you what. Who inspires you? Who would you really like to meet, to work with?
Oh God, Peter Jackson, Christopher Nolan. I'd like to work with Will Smith in a film. That'd be quite cool.
I bet. Yeah.
I see the film that inspired me was Lord of the Rings. That's the film that made me go, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
But as a director, I'd probably say Chris Nolan as well, just because he's taken films a completely different way to what you've really seen before. Stuff like Dark Knight. Like, you took the cheesy Batman kind of thing, and he's made it in such a cool way, and his films, in my opinion, basically faultless.
Yeah.
So if I could be flawless,
Ah.
if we could get like anywhere near that, I'd be very happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And is there any sort of particular? You mentioned Will Smith. Any sort of other actors you'd like to sort of get in? Maybe any local Welsh ones even.
Oh, well, Will Smith would be the one, I think. But Brad Pitt is one of my favourite actors as well. But apparently he's retiring soon, so
All right.
Yeah, I've only got a
That's it.
couple of years to get him.
I'm gonna move on.
Well, I tell you what. If you ever get Johnny Depp, I'll come down and make tea for you. I'll be your runner. I'll do anything.
I'm not really a Johnny Depp fan, to be honest. I'm sorry. I know. I can hear the booze.
Ooh, I am. Sorry, I do like my Johnny Depp, I have to say. He's very good. So you're basically, people can check out your films
Yep.
on YouTube.
Yep.
At,
Flawless Films 0.
okay. And if anyone out there is getting married or they want something filmed, how do they get in contact with you for that?
Well, we have an email address, which is flawlessfilms@live.co.uk.
Mm-hmm.
Or we've got a number which they can ring to, which would be 07733 434 239.
Right, okay.
Just get in contact with us and we'll let you know a price.
Okay.
We're hoping to set up a website soon as well,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
haven't got one up and running just yet.
Yeah. Well, you can't do everything, can
Yeah.
you? Not all in
It does
one
take
go.
a lot of time, these things.
Yeah.
They do. Well, do you know what, guys? It's been great chatting to you. I'm really pleased for you. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your
Thank you.
awards.
Cheers.
And hopefully, maybe it'll be with the BAFTAs next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, you never know.
Just
Well,
maybe.
the Oscars will do. I don't know.
Oh, one step at a time, please. But no, it's cool. It's been great talking to you. And like I said again, congratulations.
Thanks.
How do people contact you one last time?
Either email us at flawlessfilms@live.co.uk or ring us on 07733 434 239.
Okay, brilliant. It's been great talking to you. Bye-bye.
The sound of the capital city, Radio Cardiff.